Happy New Year, coaches. Happy New Year. It is here, 2023. We're doing the dang thing. I am so excited to hit the ground running with you guys in Q1 of 2023. So important that you hit the ground running in Q1. Q1 is going to determine the rest of your year. So we got to get this right. I'm really excited for today's training with you. I'm going to go ahead and check my feeds here. Make sure I can see you guys, can hear you guys as you're coming in. Hey, drop me a comment. I'd love to hear, what is your word for 2023? You know, as coaches, we love choosing our word of the year. What's your word for 2023? Share that with me in the comments as you're popping in here. Hey, good morning, Kristen. What's going on, Kristen? Rhonda's here. What's up, Rockstar Rhonda? Randy's here with us, supporting us today in the group. Heather's with us. Dawn, health and healthy. Yeah, you know what, Dawn? I hope you don't mind. I'm going to take that as my word of 2023 as well. Hope you don't mind, Dawn. That inspired me. That's going to be my word of 2023. Without our health, what else do we have, right? I love that so much. Okay, just checking the comments here. All right, guys, so come on in. We're going to get started today. Hit the ground running. We have some new people coming into the group. We have some new people joining the group. So I want to be sure to share with the new people in the group who haven't met me yet. Who the heck is this lady coming at me in this Build a Six-Figure Coaching Business Facebook group? So my name is Betty Kempa. I'm a business coach for coaches. I'm a member of the Forbes Coaches Council. I am an IPEC graduate. For those of you in IPEC, for those of you familiar with IPECs, IPEC, any IPECians in the house, drop into the comments if you're an IPECian. It's always good to see who's who. What else? I was ranked one of the top coaches in Denver by Influence Digest, and I'm the founder of the Corporate to Six-Figure Coach Academy, where we help corporate renegades ditch the 9-to-5 and repackage their genius that they already have within them into a six-figure coaching business. Why? So they can feel passionate about what they do as a coach and enjoy the freedom of entrepreneurship. That's why we do what we do. Now, our secret sauce is helping coaches transition from corporate and into a six-figure coaching business in two ways. One, by creating a high-value, high-ticket coaching package. The goal here for each and every one of my clients is that they are able to sell 1 to 2 packages per month to replace their corporate income versus burning out, selling high quantities of lower-ticket coaching packages. So that's number one, what we stand for. Number two is we teach coaches how to do this, how to hit their first 6 figures organically without blowing money on Facebook ads and wasting time building complicated funnels. You don't need to spend money on Facebook ads until after your first 6 figures. So you should be hitting your first 6 figures organically. So that's me. For those of you who are new to the group, and I know we have a couple newbies. Who else is here today? Lori's here. We've got Lori LeBlanc here, one of our Academy members. Big hugs, Lori. I hope you had a great New Year's. Who else is here? Lakin is here. Lakin, I hope I'm saying your name right, because that's a beautiful name. Good morning, Lakin. If you'd like additional coaching support with your business, before I get started here, check out, there's a link in the copy of this post. As always, right, if you're ready to get that additional business coaching support to hit your goals, there's a link in the copy of this post where you can apply for a discovery call with my team so we can learn more about your business challenges and goals. That would be your opportunity to ask us any questions, and we can see if you're a fit for the Corporate to Six-Figure Coach Academy. It is an application-based process. Not everybody, we don't let everybody in who applies, because we really are truly looking for people who we feel are a right fit for the Academy. So that's it. As you're coming in today, before I get started with today's topic, how to have the best Q1 ever in your coaching business, which is so important. If you want to have a great 2023, it starts here. It all starts here. Before we get going with today's topic, as you're coming in, drop in, what is your one word for 2023? What is your one word for 2023? I like to hear what you guys are sharing. One major announcement. I always get so hyped up when I get to announce this to you guys. So this is the first time I'm announcing this announcement this year. The Choose Your Niche, Nail Your Messaging Bootcamp is officially open for registration this January. So we're doing the dang thing, right? People are asking us for, a kickstart to their new year. Choose Your Niche, Nail Your Messaging Bootcamp. It's officially open for registration this January. It is taking place January 23rd. That's a Monday through Friday, January 27th. Who is this bootcamp for? If any of these phrases sound familiar, I know I could hit 6 figures in 2023 in my coaching business if I could just get clarity on my coaching niche. If I could just effectively message my niche and offer to my market in a way that resonates with them. If I could just attract ideal clients to me who would happily raise their hand to pay for my services, right? If any of those struck a chord with you, then this bootcamp is for you. You can register for the upcoming free, it's totally free, 5-day Choose Your Niche, Nail Your Messaging Bootcamp. Heather, if you would be so kind, I don't know, Heather, if you have the link, I was going to ask you to drop it in. Actually, I'll drop the link in here. Heather, I'm going to drop the link into the comments. And it's a pretty easy link to remember. So here it goes. I'm dropping it in right now. So I just dropped the link into the comments. It's bettykempa.com//bootcamp. You do need to register to attend. Once you register, you'll receive access to your free 12-page workbook. So that's going on. That link is also in the copy attached to this video. Feel free to share. Bring a friend. Bring an accountability buddy. People who bring accountability buddies to the bootcamp often do the best. Right? Because they're like, are we showing up today? Are we doing the thing? Did you do your action items? Bring an accountability buddy. Side note, again, before we get going with today's training topic, even if you have attended a boot camp in the past, we tend to get repeat registrants. We get them, they come again and again and again. Here's why. One, if you registered previously, but you didn't get to attend all 7 training sessions, there were 5 sessions and 2 bonus sessions. If you didn't get to attend every single one, register again so you can catch the sessions you missed. Remember, once the week is over, the sessions get permanently removed, the recordings. So you have to catch them this week. Not everybody catches all 7 sessions. So if you didn't catch all 7, register again so you can catch the sessions you missed. Number 2, if you're still not at 6 figures in your coaching business, attend the boot camp so we can help you troubleshoot why you're not there, right? If you're not at 6 figures yet, attend the boot camp so we can help you troubleshoot why you're not there. Number 3, if you'd like free hot seat coaching and feedback from me via Zoom, I'm doing these calls via Zoom, face-to-face with you guys, attend, right? If you're stuck somewhere, this is your chance to get free coaching from me. Next, if you want to be eligible to receive fun prizes, we do Starbucks gift cards, Amazon gift cards. I give away the full focus planner, and you get access to some of the training videos from our paid program that are not accessible to anyone else. So if you want to be eligible for all those fun prizes and goodies, attend. If you'd like to take advantage of the only time of the year that we offer our bonus bundle, we have a bootcamp bonus bundle with the Academy. It's valued at up to $6,400. We don't offer that any other time. So now's the time, if you're interested in coming in at the best rate with the most value, register for the bootcamp. And last but not least, this is actually the most important thing. If you'd like to be personally assigned your very own bootcamp concierge, that's kind of the magic of this Choose Your Niche, Nail Your Messaging bootcamp. We assign you a bootcamp concierge who will take you by the hand and guide you through the week-long bootcamp. They will customize this experience just for you, so the event is tailored just for you and what you want to get out of it. In fact, the first step of the bootcamp is to hop on a call with your bootcamp concierge so that you can kind of get to know the lay of the land and they can customize the experience for you. So those are just my reminders. Even if you've attended in the past, it's a good idea to pop in again. So Choose Your Niche, Nail Your Messaging Bootcamp. Just wanted to give you guys that announcement before we get started today. Again, what are we doing during this bootcamp? You're choosing a profitable niche you love. It's not just choosing a niche like I'm a health coach. No. We're choosing a profitable niche that you love, right? And I give you guys this spiel all the time. Clients prefer to hire specialists and experts over generalists. From a marketing perspective, that's a game changer in jumpstarting your coaching business. Your niche should be the perfect combination of an area you love and a clientele base who can happily pay for your services. So that's the first thing we're doing during this boot camp. The second thing is to nail your messaging, right? Even if you're like, Betty, I'm a health coach. I help this type of people. I'm fine. I have my niche. But how's your messaging, right? How is your messaging? When I say messaging, I'm talking about the copy you use to describe your services to people who don't know who you are. And that's really where most coaches go wrong. They can't succinctly explain or write copy on their coaching services in a way that captures the attention of their prospects. Okay, clarity is king. This part is critical. So link to register is in the comments, and feel free to share Feel free to share that link with your network, your friends. Invite some more coaches in. The more accountability buddies you have to go through the boot camp, the more likely you will succeed. All right, so those are my announcements. On to today's training topic, how to have the best Q1 in your coaching business ever. Let me just check the comments, make sure that I'm catching up with everybody who's commenting. Let's see. Dawn says, healthy mind, body, soul, all of the things. Love it so much, Dawn. Dawn, you and me are on the same wavelength. Sergi, good morning. Rhonda says, I like healthy too. Healthy body and healthy business. I love that, Rhonda. Yes. Okay, we're all on the health vibe here this morning. I love that. Lori's one of our fellow IPECians. Love it, Lori. Let's see, who else do we have? Eti. Am I saying your name right, Eti? You probably get that question all the time. Eti. Thanks for watching with us. We've got Kristen Anderson. Krista here. Big hugs, Kristen. One of our Superstar Academy members. Lakin, I got your name right. Okay, good, because it's such a beautiful name. Cheryl, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Let's see here. Oh, and Lakin's meeting with Heather later today. That's great. So glad you two are connecting. Andrea, thanks for watching with us. Gina, Teresa, Raluca, Kathleen, Ajita, good stuff. Okay, guys, let's jump in. Today's topic, how to have the best Q1 in your coaching business ever. So it is here. The time has come. I'm wearing my little New Year's shirt, my little, like, Christmas is over, but I'm still wrapping myself up like a little present with the bow tie. You know, excited for the New Year's shirt today for this training because it's here. Q1 is here, and I want to make sure you feel ready to hit the ground running in your coaching business in Q1, right? Do you have a plan? Right? That's my question for you guys. Do you have a plan for Q1? And is it the right plan? Right? Is it the right plan? Do you know how you will hit your coaching business and financial goals in Q1? So today I want to get you locked and loaded for the best Q1 in your coaching business ever. Because the fact is, your first business quarter will determine the rest of your year. So it's imperative to get this first quarter right. I want to talk about today, one, where you need to focus in your coaching business in Q1. Two, I want to talk about Q1 planning and implementing. And three, I want to talk about how to get clients fast in Q1. In order to hit your Q1 financial goals, okay? I don't want to be a talking head. That's why I do these live and not recorded. I'm live, so bring your questions, okay? I'm trying with all my might to kind of watch your questions as they're coming in. I want to hot seat coach you guys. So as I'm talking through Q1, if you have a question, please drop it into the comments. I will answer it live if I catch it, which I'm trying to catch them live. If I don't catch your question, or maybe say you're watching the replay, I do circle back and answer questions after the fact as well. So drop in your questions. Let's get started. So step one, how to have the best Q1 in your coaching business ever. Step one is to figure out where you are in the building your coaching business process so you know where to start. So step one is to determine, right, and this is my signature methodology. There are 5 steps to build your coaching business. So step one, when you're trying to figure out what do I focus on in Q1, right? Shiny object syndrome. There's so many different things you could focus on. Step one, you got to figure out where you are in that spectrum of building out your coaching business so that you know where to start. Okay. So let's just talk about that for a minute. And then I want to do a little bit of interactive. I want you guys to tell me, where are you in this process? Step one, okay, is niche and messaging. Niche and messaging. Okay, that's step one. Hence the reason why I run this boot camp, right, in January here. So let's talk about what that means. Niche and messaging means a couple things. One, you've chosen a very specific niche, and I swear to you guys, I've very rarely had a coach join my academy who has the perfect niche and messaging, right? They come and it's like, I make no changes, right? Usually we need to make some tweaks. So one is, have you chosen a niche? Right? So that should be, what kind of a coach are you? You're a health coach, a relationship coach, a leadership coach, a business coach, right? You've chosen what kind of a coach are you, and you know who you are targeting, right? You're not targeting people, or you're not targeting organizations. You have a very specific who that you're targeting, and you have a very specific problem that you're solving for people. Right? If you look at your niche statement, your messaging, and it's not easy to identify who is the who, and it should be so specific that you could take your 10-year-old, put them on LinkedIn and say, hey, honey, go find 50 of these people on LinkedIn, right? It should be that specific, the who, and then the messaging should be clearly, right? Oftentimes we try to like smush all these words into our messaging and then it ends up looking like a big old mess. So you should be able to clearly delineate who you help with what. What is the urgent problem you are solving? So when it comes to your messaging, you guys need to decide, how confident are you with your messaging? Now, when it comes to niche and messaging, step one here, you also need to have ran some ideal client avatar surveys. Now, that means not sending a survey to somebody. It means finding at least 5 minimum human beings or organizations, if you're B2B, who represent your ideal client avatar, getting them on a phone call and asking them a series of questions to identify their pain points and their goals. That is critical in this step. If you haven't done that yet, you need to do that in Q1. This step will also entail validating the market, validating your competitors, right? Studying your competitors, and very importantly, identifying a gap in the industry. You need to identify and uncover what are your ideal client avatars begging for that your competitors don't offer, right? That is very important. Everybody here needs to identify the gap in your industry. That's how you become the category of one. And that is my goal for each of my clients in the Corporate to Six-Figure Coach Academy. Every single client of mine, right, at some point in this academy is going to uncover what is the gap in their market. If anybody here, raise your hand if you look at your competitors and you get a little nervous. Like, oh, and I'm talking about a virtual hand. Give me an emoji or something, right? If you ever look at your competitors and you're like, right, oh, you get that little lump in your throat, get a little nervous. So when you identify a gap in your industry, what are your ideal client avatars begging for, but none of your competitors are offering it, and then you step forward and you say, you know what? I'm going to offer that thing, right? That changes the game. that puts you into a category of 1. That's what I help my clients do in the academy. So that's all a part of step 1. Choose your niche and nail your messaging. Drop into the comments, is there anything within that step that you need to do in Q1? Drop into the comments. Is there anything within that step that you need to do in Q1? Lakin says, I'm just getting started. Haven't even started Mod 1 with IPEC yet. Actually, Lakin, that's perfect timing for you to pop into this business coaching group here. Most of my clients in the academy are in your exact spot, right? They're still working on their certification. They're totally fresh. They're totally new. So you are in the right place and you're surrounded by good company, right? I'm working with people fresh, right? From their corporate 9 to 5. They're still working another job. They're just getting into their coach certification. And now they're also thinking about, oh, how do I build my business, right? Because as great as these coach certification schools are, they don't really teach you the ins and outs, the reality of what it takes to build a business. So you're in the right place, Lakin. So you can just take note, Lakin, of everything I just talked about in step 1 here. For you, Lakin, like this is what you'd need to focus on in Q1, in addition to your cert. And there's nothing wrong with studying to be a coach at the same time as you start to do some market research. I'd much rather have, by the time you get your certification, your business is ready to go. It's ready to launch versus going through your entire certification. And then at the end of that, you're like, okay, now let me start doing market research. So you're in the right place. Let's see, I'm just reading comments. Kristen, competition seems all dialed in. Can't wait to be there too. Yeah, so Kristen, we need to talk about that more. We need to talk about what your ideal client avatars are begging for. This is what I need. And then you need to look at I use something called a competition matrix in the Corporate to Six-Figure Coach Academy. We map out your top 10 competitors. We look at what they're offering and we identify what is the gap in that industry. And then you get to offer that. And that puts you into a category of 1. So fear not. That is going to come. That should come in Q1 if you haven't done that yet. Rhonda, I still need to identify what is missing in my industry. So good, Rhonda. And yeah, so Rhonda, pop into the boot camp again if you can, and let's talk about that. Let's talk about that in the Choose Your Niche boot camp, because I think that would be a good action item for you in Q1. Right? That's what puts coaches into a category of 1. When they raise their hand and say, you know what? I'm going to offer that thing. Let's talk about step 2. Step 2. So we're talking about there's 5 steps to build a 6-figure coaching business. I'm sharing this with you guys because I want you to identify where are you in this process. Everybody's at a different place in this process. So step 1 is you have to identify where are you in this process, and wherever you are in this process, that's what you focus on in Q1, right? Part 2 is creating a killer coaching package. So it's your coaching package and it's your own signature methodology. Okay, after you've determined your niche and messaging, you now got to build the thing, right? You got to build the thing. So just like I have a signature method, the 5 C's of building a 6-figure coaching business, I have 5 C's. Choose your niche, create a killer coaching package, curtains up, launch your brand, client attraction system, and close the deal. That's my signature method. Those are the 5 C's. All of you need to be creating your own signature methodology that's unique to you, right? That becomes your coaching package, that becomes your TED Talk, that becomes your signature speech, that becomes your lead magnet, that becomes your book someday. So everybody needs a signature method that, steps or pillars that you walk people through to get them from pain to dream. You also need to have package deliverables, right? What's the stuff that's included in your coaching package, right? Yes, they get you, the magic of you, but what else? What are the deliverables within the package? You're going to need to determine package pricing. You're going to need to determine package pricing. And very importantly, this is something I help my clients do, right? When you come up with, okay, this is my package pricing, we need to create a package that is valued at double the price ticket. That's the key, right? If you, I'm making this up. Let's say you say, okay, I want to sell a 10K package. Great. I'm going to help you create a package then that's valued at 20K because you need to make it a no-brainer for your client, right? So smart package pricing, you need to identify what makes your package unique, right? If you go to my website, bettykempa.com, under my services page, there's a section where I say what makes the Corporate to Six Figure Coach Academy different from the rest. And I lay out 6 reasons why our academy is different from the rest. You too need to determine that. What makes your coaching package unique? And you need to write copy about your package in a way that you can present all of this to your client on a discovery call, right? This can't just be in your brain. It's got to be on your website, on your services page, and you need to be able to talk through this on a discovery call. So that's step 2 in the process. Step 2. So far, you guys, I shared step 1 and step 2, niche and messaging, and step 2, coach package and signature method. Drop into the comments, where are you? Where do you need to start in Q1? Step 1, niche and messaging, or step 2, package and signature method? Step 3 is the launch, right? Launching your business. Business launch. Right? Once you've chosen a niche, gotten your messaging, you've built a package, now it's time to launch, right? Now, what does this entail? This entails your website, right? Website copy and design. This entails branding, right? A logo, color, font. This entails optimizing your social media profiles, right? So when I say optimize your social media profiles, I'm talking about updating your social media profile in a way that will attract your ideal client to you. There's no point in posting on social media if your profile is not optimized. Because what's the first thing someone does when you post on social media? They click on your profile. They say, who is this chick? And if your profile is not optimized to showcase who you are, what you do, right, and how they can, what they should do next, you're going to leave some money on the table. Launching your brand, right? That also means you have to create a lead magnet. A lead magnet is a free item. It could be a free guide, a free checklist, a free video. It's something you give people for free in exchange for their email address. You need to create an automated email sequence, right? When somebody downloads your lead magnet, they should get a series of 3 to 5 automated emails to nurture that person and bring them closer to you. This is also the business tool setup section, right? This is where you have to decide what scheduling tool do you need, how do you want to collect payment, what CRM, customer relationship management system do you want to use, your contracts, right? It's getting your contracts together. And you know, ultimately, this is also laying out your business launch communication plan, right? So again, for those of you who have websites, is your website effective? Is your website effective? What tends to happen is when clients join my program in the academy, I usually have to do an audit of their website, and what we uncover is, oh, we got to make some changes, and that's okay, right? But what I'm saying to you guys is just because you have a website doesn't mean, I can cross this part off, I'm ready to go. Is your website effective at getting people to either download your lead magnet or book a call? If people are not doing those 2 things coming to your website, it's not effective, right? And we need to make some tweaks. Also, it's not just like, oh yeah, I've got a website and my business tools, I'm good to go. Did you launch in a way that got your audience excited? I talk about this all the time. You have to have a business launch communication plan, right? Where you're getting your audience just as excited about your launch as you are. And for some of you that are like, oh, Betty, I already launched. My website already went live and it fell flat. I didn't really get any sales out of that. What I like to do with clients is we come in and we update their website and do a relaunch. Okay. So that's step 3 is the business launch, right? That's getting all it's building the thing. It's putting all the bricks together to build the house, right? So that you can launch the business. Just reading the comments here. Kristen says, step 1, I need to survey more moms. Hey, by the way, so Kristen, feel free to drop into the comments who your ideal client avatar is, because we're here with a bunch of other coaches right now. Drop Kristen into the comments. What types of moms are you looking to survey? Maybe there's someone on one of these, the live right now who can connect with you. That would be great. And let's pay it forward and help each other. You know, if you're Kristen's ideal client avatar, raise your hand and hop on the phone with her. So Kristen, just tell us a little bit more about your avatar. Let's see, just want to read the comments here before I lose my voice. Okay, I'm just looking at my phone because Facebook is so wacky with which comments they show me on my computer versus my phone. Okay. Yep. Okay, I think I'm good. Step four is your client attraction system, right? The client attraction system. So again, let me repeat, what are we doing here? We are identifying where are you in this process? Because you guys need to decide where you are in this process. Wherever you are, that's what you need to focus on in Q1. That's what you need to focus on in Q1. Part 4 is client attraction system. So you got to attract clients to you. How do you do that? 1 is outreach or something called social selling, right? Now, in the Corporate to Six-Figure Coach Academy, we have scripts that we give people so they learn. We teach them how to outreach. You can start doing that right away. You should be outreaching consistently and on a daily basis, right? And you should be on a daily basis nurturing your leads. So this is something you need to do on a daily basis, outreaching 5 days a week to new connections, and you're not just sending a connection request, you're nurturing that lead, okay? Now, side note, this is something you can do yourself, or this is something you can outsource, right? So if you're super, super busy in your corporate job and you're a mom and you got kids and you got, all this stuff going on, there is a way to outsource this, right, as well. But at the end of the day, when you're at step 4 in the process, you have got to be outreaching. You've got to be outreaching on a daily basis. The next part of client attraction system is free weekly training content. So you guys see me going live, going live once a week, Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lycan, thank you so much for raising your hand to support Kristen. And yeah, great reminder, you guys, this Facebook group, I want it to be a resource for you guys to be able to connect to each other like this. That's a lot of what we do in the academy too, right? Is people, coaches supporting coaches. So thank you for that, Lakin. So free weekly training content. When you're at step 4 and you're building a client attraction system, and it is a system that you're building, you need to decide what your free weekly training content is. Do you want to blog once a week? Do you want to do what I'm doing, go live on video once a week? Or do you want a podcast once a week? But somehow that's how you elevate yourself as an expert authority, right? Is that free weekly training content that's going to be a part of the sales funnel, right? People are going to watch for example, right? You guys watch this live video, and what do I tell you? I tell you, if you want to learn more, right? If you want to join the academy, book a discovery call. Let's see if you're a good fit, right? It's a part of your sales funnel. And I will tell you guys, with the client attraction system, the 1-2 punch, the 2 most important things in that system are outreach, daily outreach, and free weekly training content. 2 most important things you could do to attract clients. Client attraction system. What else? This is creating a content marketing calendar. Everybody should have a content marketing calendar. This is something I help my clients do in the academy. You should learn to batch your content creation, right? You shouldn't be waking up on a Tuesday like, what do I post? This should all be done ahead of time. This is something I teach in the academy. At a certain point in step 4, client attraction system, we need to get you some PR, right? When I talk to you guys about being a member of Forbes, I'm published in all these different places, right? This is what I teach as part of step 4. This is how we elevate you as an expert authority. I want each of you to become the number one expert, the number one go-to expert in your field, right? So PR, we got to get you published. We got to get you interviewed on people's podcasts. Client attraction system, this is also weekly email marketing, right? So not only are you posting on social media, but you've got emails that you're sending once a week. If all this seems overwhelming, it probably should. It's like, it's a lot. But I just want you to rest assured that the client attraction system is a system, right? And so what I do in the Corporate to Six-Figure Coach Academy is I help you stand up the pieces of the system one step at a time, right? All these things I'm sharing with you, don't freak out. I'm like, I got to do all this. We do one thing at a time, right? One step. Just always take the next right step. So maybe 1 week we start your outreach, and then that's going well. And a couple weeks later we say, okay, now let's try your free training content. And then that's going well, right? So it's one step at a time. My academy is a year-long academy for that reason, right? There's a lot to building a business, but we make it easy by giving you guys templates, scripts, tools, and helping you stand up these things one step at a time. Building a referral tree. When it comes to client attractions, all of you should be thinking about, who are my referral partners? That's a big piece of client attraction. And last but not least, it's creating your CEO schedule, right? All of you guys should know what to do on a daily basis as the CEO of your business, how to balance it with your corporate job, and which pieces of this you can automate, delegate, or outsource. The client attraction system, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to this that you can automate, delegate, or outsource. The last step in this process, again, what are we doing? We're identifying where you guys are in this process, and that's where I want you to start in Q1. The last step is closing the deal. Close the deal. Close the deal. And this is sales, right? This is sales. So once the client attraction system is up and going, so this is marketing, client attraction system. 5, close the deal is sales. So you're going to have some kind of an application form so you can pre-qualify people. No, you shouldn't be running discovery calls with everyone, just the right people. You should learn how to educate prospects on who you are prior to the discovery call, right? What I always say is if you're doing the heavy lifting on the discovery call, you're doing it wrong. So if you get a discovery call tomorrow, and you're like, okay, great, I got a call. I'm just going to hop on the call, right? This is something we need to work on. Prior to a call with someone, you should be providing them information to educate them on who you are and what you offer. Every single person that gets on a discovery call with you should be educated on all those things prior to the call. And that's something we teach you how to do in the academy. A discovery call script. You need to have a discovery call script that you feel confident about. Right? That you feel confident about. That's something we provide in the academy. You got to start to get comfortable with how to handle objections, which I don't even like to think of it as an objection. I like to think about it as just answering questions. Quite frankly, when people start objecting, I put that in quotes, on a discovery call, a lot of the times it's a good sign because they're trying to kind of find a way to see if they can make it work, and they're hoping, right, you can kind of walk them through the places that they feel hesitant. So sometimes it's a good sign, but you have to get comfortable with handling objections or answering questions. Again, this is something we teach in the academy. And then, of course, just onboarding, right? When somebody joins your program, you need to have an onboarding system. So Q1 2023, Everybody drop into the comments. Now you guys all know the 5 steps of building a 6-figure coaching business. Please drop into the comments. Where are you? Where do you need to focus in Q1? Where do you need to focus in Q1? Now, I also want you to be thinking about, based on where you are, in the next 3 months, what do you want to accomplish, right? So for example, Lakin says she's in step 1, right? So I want you to be thinking about, based on where you are, what do you want to accomplish in Q1? That's step 2. Based on where you are, in the next 3 months, you have to make a decision. What do you want to accomplish? Now, I'm going to give an example. So for Lakin, who's in step 1. So for those of you who are totally new at this, right, I'll give you an example of what your Q1 could look like, okay? So if you're totally new at this, you're starting from square one, this is an example of what your Q1 can look like. So for you, Lakin, you would start with step 1, niche and messaging. Now, I would actually recommend, I'm going to give you guys a little hint here. I want to give you guys a hint on how to get clients fast. So write this down. If you're going to write anything down before we end the call today, write this down. I want you to bump the number of ideal client avatar surveys you do from 5 to 15. From 5 to 15. That means you have to be very clear on your I help who with what. Who is your who? That better be very specific. And what is the problem you're helping them solve? Lakin, you're new at this, so be sure that you're registered for the boot camp. Maybe you already are, Lakin. We'll walk you through. That's kind of the cool thing, Lakin. You're going to knock off step 1 in the boot camp. So that's perfect. Perfect timing for you. But I want to give you all a hint, because I told you guys I'd tell you how to get a little jump start, get clients fast in Q1. And here's that jump start. Even for those of you, Lori in step 2 already, increase your number of ideal client avatar surveys from 5 to 15. So even for you, Lori, you can go back. I want you to find 10 more people. And again, you guys, let me just repeat, what is an ideal client avatar survey? And if you don't know what this is, please register for the boot camp, because I'm going to talk about this in the boot camp a lot. So if you don't know what an ideal client avatar survey is, please register for the boot camp. High level, it's getting on the phone with somebody who in your mind would be your ideal client avatar. You're like, yes, this is the person I'd love to work with. And it's asking them questions about their pain points and their problems, right? So you can identify how you want to have your messaging, right? And again, I'll talk about that more in the boot camp. But here's my point. Why am I telling you to increase your avatar, your ICA surveys from 5 to 15? Here's why. Because if you do that, I would say on average, 2 of those people will become clients. 2 of those people on average would become clients. And here's how to do that. You get on the call, and it's not a sales call, right? You're getting on that call, it's market research. You're asking them about their pain, you're asking them about their goals. And then at the end of the call, you can say, hey, thank you so much for your time. As a thank you, I'd love to offer you a complimentary coaching call on the topic of your choice. Is this something you would like to redeem? And if so, let's get that on the calendar right now. So before you get off the ICA call, the ICA survey, before you put down the phone, if they say, yeah, I'd love to redeem a complimentary coaching call, get them on your calendar before you get off that ICA call, right? Then you get them on that call for the complimentary coaching call. You blow their mind with an amazing complimentary coaching call. And then at the end of that complimentary coaching call, you ask them, hey, is this something that you'd like some more help with? Would you like to hear a little bit more about how I can support you on this topic? Right? And you can move that from a 45-minute coaching call, the last 15 minutes, into sharing with them what it would be like to coach with you. Even if you don't have a coaching package, even if you just got started, right? You can give them a founder's rate, right? A lower rate if you want when you're just starting, so that you can just get some money in the bank and some testimonials. So again, I would say if you ran 15 ideal client avatar surveys Offer each of those people a complimentary coaching call as a thank you for running that with you. Schedule that call before you get off the ICA survey call. I would say on average, 2 of those people should become clients at some point. So that's a secret I'm giving you guys to have an awesome Q1 and to start making some money, to start hitting your financial goals in Q1. Again, so back to Lakin, if you're starting from square one, you're going to do the niche and messaging, so join my boot camp. You're going to do 15 ideal client avatar surveys to get some fast cash. I'll talk about that in the boot camp. Next, you're going to work on your coaching package, right? You're going to work on your coaching package. When I say your coaching package, this part to me is fun. This is where I'm skilled at looking at somebody, talking to somebody, and pulling out of their brain the relevant information to help their clients get from pain to dream. That's my skill set. I love doing that. So Q1, attend the boot camp, run 15 ideal client avatar surveys, and start working on your own coaching package and signature method, right? And that's something I help my clients do. So you want to be doing that Q1. So maybe potentially Lakin, it depends on your schedule, but January could be more around niche and messaging, the boot camp, 15 ideal client avatar surveys. Some of those surveys will run into February. February, you can start working on your coaching package. The next secret that I'm going to give you guys, so everybody write this down too. Everybody, I don't care where you're at in the process. Step 2, step 3, wherever you are. Gail, what's up, Gail? I want you to leverage your current network in Q1. So you guys will notice that the name of the game here in Q1 to hit your financial goals is to start talking to people. Now, you always hear that, but you're like, what does it mean? What do you mean start talking to people? Well, one of those things is what I was talking about with the 15 ICA surveys, and then offering a complimentary coaching call, and then after the complimentary coaching call, offering to work with them. The second clue here on how to hit your financial targets, even if you're starting from square one, everybody write this down. Leverage your current network. Leverage your current network. Here's what I mean. Everybody has people in their network right now that either are their ideal client avatar or they can introduce you to your ideal client avatar. Everybody has those people in your network, but you're not leveraging your current network. So I want you guys to get the word out on what you do in Q1. I don't care if you don't have a website yet. I don't care if, you don't have the perfect, marketing or, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're a coach. Get the word out and leverage your current network. Here's how to do that. I want you to pull up a spreadsheet, and I want you to list on that spreadsheet 100 people in your network. 100 people. They don't have to be your ideal client avatar. They do not have to be your ideal client avatar. So I want you to list out 100 people. These could be colleagues, former colleagues, cousins, family members, friends, neighbors, your hairdresser, service providers, right? Go through your Facebook friends list. Go through your LinkedIn connection list. Go through your phone log. Go through the connections on your phone. Go through your email contacts. I want you to list out 100 human beings in your network. Why? Because this is a warm network. These are people who already, to some degree, know, like, and trust you. I don't care if they're your ideal client avatar. They do not have to be your ideal client avatar. Here's what we're going to do. Once you list out those 100 people in your network that already know, like, and trust you, you're going to reach out and ask, hey, how did your December go? How did your holiday go? What's new in your life? Right? Any big goals for 2023? Right? So it's a simple, open-ended question, right? And please, for the love of all things good, customize this, right? And I love doing, by the way, guys, audios are great. So whether you send a text audio, or if you're on Facebook, you can send a Facebook audio. If you're on LinkedIn, you can send a LinkedIn audio. All right, so it goes something like this. Hey, what's up, Suzanne? I saw you guys posted some pictures of your Christmas Eve and the pajamas you got the kids. That looked so cute. It looked like you guys had such a great Christmas. I just wanted to reach out and wish you a happy new year. And, just kind of reconnect and see what's new in your life. And, how was your holiday, and what are some of the new and exciting things you'll be doing in 2023? Right? And that's it. You send them one open-ended question. And if you really want to get a better response, if they're on social media, if you're connected on social media, go give them a little love tap, like their post, comment on their last post. But that's step one. Step two. Step one is list out 100 people in your network. Step two is wherever you communicate with them, right? Some people you communicate more via text, some people via email, some people via Facebook. So you're going to want to column in that spreadsheet of how do I typically communicate with this person, and put that in there. And then in the next column, you're going to list an open-ended question and reach out and ask, hey, how was your holiday, and what exciting things are you working on in 2023? Here's why, you guys, we're doing this. Here is why. That is a very soft, that's a lob, right? Soft approach. They're going to answer, this is, yes, our holidays were great. Here's what I'm doing in 2023. And you guys, human nature is people are going to share, and then they are going to respond. And what about you? Right? They're going to say, Gail, what about you, Gail? What's new? What's new for you in 2023? And that's your opening. That's when you come back and you say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm getting certified as a coach. I'm a relationship coach. I help couples learn to communicate effectively so they can save their marriage. I'm building my coaching package. It's going to be incredible. I'm in the #1 coach certification school in the world, and whatever. I'm making this up, right? But you just share your excitement. Share your excitement with people. And then you're going to say, do you know anyone like this who you could connect me to? I'm looking to build my network with people just like this. Do you know anyone like this? Either they're going to say, that's me, or they're going to say, yeah, I do know somebody like that. That's my sister, right? And then you're going to say, hey, would you be open to connecting with me with her via email? I'd love to just, get to know her. I'm trying to build my network with these types of people and learn, what they want to get help with, right? So you guys, if you do that with 100 people in your network, you will get sales Q1, even if you don't have a website, right? Even if you don't have a website. So again, to recap, if you're starting from square one in Q1, step one, attend the Choose Your Niche, Nail Your Messaging Bootcamp in January so we can get your niche and messaging locked in. Step two, I want you to run 15 ideal client avatar surveys. Why? Because probably 2 of those will become clients. Step 3, we start working on your coaching package. Step 4, you're going to leverage your current network. Actually, you could even, if you're looking to make cash fast, you could even do leverage your current network as step 3 if you wanted to. Get the word out on what you do. The next step is optimizing your social media profile. So wherever you're going to focus your social media, optimize that profile. If you don't know how to optimize that profile, please put into the comments social media profile. Put that into the comments. I'm thinking if it's a LinkedIn profile, I think I did a training on that in the past. So Heather Copey can share with you a training I did on how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. So if you don't know how to optimize your profile, you can put that into the comments. And Heather can share that resource with you. But that is something you'll want to do in Q1. And why am I telling you to optimize your social media profile in Q1? Because I want you to start social selling and outreaching right away. So, and guys, this is something new that I'm telling you. This is a secret. Secret number 3 of how to get cash fast. This is secret number 3 of how to get cash fast is what I'm telling you guys. Instead of waiting to do all your outreach here, if you have Q1 financial goals, I'm telling you bump up doing your outreach up here. All you have to do outreach on social media is to optimize your social media profile. So when you reach out to someone and they click on your profile, they're like, oh yeah, I get what this girl does for a living, right? So once you optimize your social media profile, you can start your outreach. I want you to be outreaching every single day, sending new connection requests, and then nurturing those relationships. Nurturing those relationships. Now that is a skill, learning how to outreach online, learning how to nurture relationships online. That's a skill. But that's something that we teach in the Corporate to Six-Figure Coach Academy. So again, to recap, if I could give you the perfect Q1 starting from scratch, talking to you, Lakin, or anybody else starting from scratch, attend the boot camp in January, niche and messaging, 15 ideal client avatar surveys, leverage your current network. I want 100 people on a spreadsheet you're reaching out to. Start working on your coaching package. Optimize your social media profile. And let's get your outreach started. Consistent daily outreach. If you do those 6 things in Q1, Lakin, you're going to start having clients right away. Your IPEC students that you're going to IPEC with are going to be like, how the heck do you have clients? Well, you don't even have a website yet. And you're going to say, I took Betty Kempa's Facebook Live and she told me to do this stuff in Q1. So everybody, I want you to have in mind for Q1, you have to have it in mind. So either put in the comments or write it down on a piece of paper. You don't have to put it in the comments. What is your financial goal? You have to have that for Q1. What's your financial goal? And what's your business goal? Meaning, what do you want to achieve in your business in Q1? Where are you in this process? I would recommend no more than 3 major projects per quarter. You typically want 1 big project per month, right? So you're not overwhelming yourself. And last but not least, celebrate your success, right? This stuff is fun. It is fun to build a coaching business. It's fun. So celebrate your success along the way. So there you guys have it. We're reaching the end of the hour here. How to have the best Q1 in your coaching business ever. Drop me a comment below. I'd love to hear what is your biggest takeaway from today's lesson. And I'd also like to hear what's one of the major goals you want to commit to doing in Q1. Let's hold each other accountable here. Drop into the comments, what is one of the major goals you want to commit to in Q1? Again, reminder, register for the boot camp. Ladies and gents, register. Even if you've already attended, this is your chance to get some customized coaching from me. This is your chance to work with your boot camp concierge who's going to get on the phone with you, take you by the hand to customize this experience for you. You'll be eligible for prizes. It's the only time of the year we offer the boot camp bonus bundle. And, you know, we'll work through with you. If you're not at 6 figures yet, why not, right? We'll troubleshoot with you why you're not there yet. So highly recommend that you attend the boot camp. The link to attend the boot camp is in the comments, and it's also next to this video. And bring a friend. You will be more successful in this boot camp if you bring an accountability buddy. Rhonda, you go, girl. 15 surveys. I know you can do it. You'll get 2 clients out of that. All right, you guys, happy New Year. Have a wonderful Q1, and I will see you next week, same time, same place. If you have any ideas of training topics that you'd like to hear about, DM Heather Copey. You see her in the comments here. Shoot her a DM and tell her, Heather, I want Betty to cover this topic next. Heather is awesome at collecting topics for me to do. She has a list for me, and if it's something I've already done, Heather will send you the replay. So that's it, y'all. Have a great Q1, and I will catch you on the flip side.